I don't play for money. Never have, never cared for it, to be honest with you. Yeah, would give it up just to play this game. So I so I allow that to the business people to say what it's worth, what they're supposed to give a quarterback of my play, a person of my play, leader of my play, I guess you can say. And for me, it's about, as I said, control. I can control and handle that part, and the rest will take care of itself.
We got to talk about the elephant in the room.
Oh, let me get my lighter. Oh,
man, y'all have success. I mean, y'all brought it up, so I guess we might as well just talk about it.
Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys have officially been eliminated from.
Oh no, no, it's not.
Say it ain't so.
Yo, you got to behave, Bear. Come on, dog.
They call him
eliminated Bear.
They calling him wasted Bear,
wasted Bear, frustrated Bear.
I heard crash out Bear.
Crash out
Bear.
He took that bottle.
Cancun Bear.
I like Cancun.
Vacation Bear.
I like vacation.
Another losing season Bear. All they do is lose and they get hyped up and talk. But I'm not gonna argue with you though.
We don't have a losing season yet, Shady. We can still finish with a winning record
next year, Bear.
This is.
I need a moral victory of some sort. My team is ass, and I have to deal with that.
Yo, it's JB the Cowboy fan, and yes, sir, I'm back with another one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my subscribers. Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my new subscribers. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, we all saw the game yesterday. Most of us did. Cowboys barely scraped by a damn beat up ass Washington Commanders team. But once again, they celebrating Dak Prescott. But this video, man, I want to get into is talking about like this guy on Speak Boy. To me, he's like the king of the Slurpees for Dak. The most delusional fans, like Dak delusional fans say, bro, they so delusional and just continuously blame the shit on the defense. Like I said, we get it. The defense was terrible, bro. But I mean, there was games where that offense was terrible too, and they don't want to admit that. But I'm getting to this couple clips. This guy on Speak with Shady and Nacho. They call him Bear, whatever. I don't know, but bro, this guy here, man, he's top of the line King Slurpees. Oh shit! Let's get into this clip, man. I think it's 2 clips I got of this guy. Man, it's fucking ridiculous, bro. Let's get into this shit. Let me see. Let me play this shit.
Is this the second year they've been on the playoff or third year? Second? You should know. I mean, you guys never really go.
Second straight season.
Oh, okay. You know what, though? It is disappointing, though. I mean, the thing about this, the Cowboys are eliminated, and they got 3 games left. Am I tripping? 3 games. Like normally, it comes down. That's why they scheduled, so for all the viewers out there, they schedule the games like that to the end because they're thinking, okay, this team may need a win to get in the playoffs.
See, the thing, they be mad at Shady is because Shady done got down. He brought up the point, what about the offense? Well, they kept talking about it's the defense. Y'all, I don't know. This was about, I think, a couple days ago or whatever. But if y'all go look at this the whole entirety of this clip, you'll see where it's coming from. And you'll see this Care Bear, this man. Oh, bro. Y'all go check the whole video. I'm just gonna play, a little bit of this.
Or is it trying to win a division? No, it's not this case. They line these games up, right, for the Christmas game and all that. For what? Because the Cowboys out the playoffs and with 3 games left, that is embarrassment. Y'all made this whole big deal about the Michael Parsons. Okay, you trade him. Then you make another big trade. Everybody's all excited. Your quarterback makes all this money. You got the top highest paid wide receiver. Then you got the number 2 receiver who's looking like the number 1 receiver. All these things going on. To finally find out that y'all eliminated with 3 games left. What are we talking about?
Shady is making a good point because Care-Bear, the Cowboys sucking is bigger than us.
Yeah.
You know how much money Netflix has invested in the Dallas Cowboys being good? Cowboys, Commanders, Christmas Day. That was supposed to be a 9-5 versus 10-4 Cowboys versus Commanders team. And now it's a Jaden Daniels-less, Marcus Mariota-less Commanders team that's 4-11, probably going to be 4-12, and a Cowboys team that's out the playoffs.
Look,
I'm looking.
the expectation for the Dallas Cowboys this year, before the season, was to finish second in the NFC East and potentially make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Potentially or make the playoffs.
Potentially make the playoffs.
Listen to
After-
that guy.
But seriously,
With what on defense
but
do
how,
we expect to make the playoffs?
How is that even the equation? though?
Potentially
Before-
make the
before
playoffs.
the
Us making the
season-
playoffs would have been a
Hold on,
huge
hold on.
success.
Real quick,
Terrible,
because I know Cowboys like you know Cowboys. Before the season, Cowboys probably had the two best cornerbacks in the NFC East, or at least the NFC, we would have thought. NFC.
Yes.
Deron Bland, Trayvon Diggs. Check. You're bringing back your safeties. Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker. Check. DeMarvion Overshown's going to come back at some point during the course
He's
of the
good.
season.
He got
We should
back
be
in
there.
week, 13?
No, he came back sooner than that. Remember, he came back like 4 weeks ago. It's like we thought he was going to come back during the season. Like,
He came
check.
back late.
But still. Then D-line, you had Micah Parsons. You had Eze.
Yeah, OC
Odigizua. And then you had Eze, the other dude that said, like,
Morocco.
you thought you had.
What did we think with that tandem?
I mean,
We thought we could potentially
You
finish.
forgot the offense with Pickens. He don't
yeah,
count.
he was just mentioning defense. Like,
Man,
we didn't think this was going to be the worst
course.
defense in the league.
I mean, we didn't have a disappointing season offensively. We used to have the number one offense in the entire NFL. Defensively, we didn't have enough to go compete for a playoff spot.
Like, you didn't know that.
See, first thing he went to was the defense. Gave the offense an out. When clearly there was multiple games where the offense wet the bed. Especially when the defense played as best as they could.
Matt Eberflus, a previous defensive coordinator, top flight defensive coordinator for the Colts. That's why he got a head coaching job. We thought he would be fine. The Cowboys defense rolled out the same roster this year that they rolled out last year at the beginning of the
I was
season.
never a fan of the Eberflus hire, but like, he's
He a good corner, but hold up. Can we talk about the offense though?
shitting me.
Because you want to I hate when we talk about these numbers, but there's been a couple of games where you need the offense to ball out and they didn't. Correct. There's a couple of games where we needed some more plays from wide receivers and they didn't deliver. All right, so I don't want
A
to
couple
hear
of games isn't the difference though. You have a losing record right now.
Yeah, but when you need to get them wins, we need you to step up.
Yeah.
We need that.
When you need it,
because all the money and how it works, like where's all the money going? So when you talk about a team, right? Oh, the defense is bad, offense is bad. Look around. The Bears, bad team, right? They invest in the offensive line. Now you know what they can do? They can run the freaking ball.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
The Eagles. Let's go to the Eagles. Where's the money invested at? You go to the Eagles offense last year on the line, the way they was playing, you can run the ball, you can throw the ball, you can do everything. That's why I get so mad with my boys, because how the hell we can't throw the ball when we got the highest paid money going to this wide receiver, the second highest paid going to this wide receiver, and the running back makes, like, how can we not get, you get what I mean? So when you look at these teams, if they're better offense and defense, look where the money's at. Because I guarantee you, you're not gonna have a lot of money in the department and they be trash.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna have no money in this department and they be good. It's hard to see that.
Yeah.
Do you think with the money that we've allocated on our team, we should have bottom 3 defense in the entire NFL?
Kind of question.
What I do think is that you got a lot of money in the office and you guys should be carrying the load more. That's what I do think. Because there's some games that y'all didn't do
you
that.
think our offense like is the reason why we didn't make the playoffs this year?
They are definitely part of that. There's games that we both watched and you brought that and I say, yo, what about the offense today? You remember me asking these questions when the game's going
giving
on?
up 44.
I'm asking a real question. Do you remember when there was games going on?
Yeah.
And I said, Carrie Berry, why is the offense? Because we're gonna talk about the defense. That's the scapegoat. The
We
defense.
can talk about the Arizona Cardinals game. Sure. We could talk about
Y'all lost that game?
The Chicago. Yeah, we lost that game.
Okay.
We could talk about the Chicago Bears game.
Offense lost that game too,
Defense
right?
was bad in that game too, though.
No, and the
Our
offense
defense was
See, the
ranking
defense
the
was
worst
terrible.
in
Caleb Williams had a career day versus them. Remember?
Thank you. Hold on. Let's go ahead and
Well,
talk.
hold up. What about what the offense did with Dak Prescott? They're looking shady. See, this is the thing, bro. And I made a video about this. I think I even went live about this. How the defense has been the scapegoat for Dak Prescott since 2016, bro. Even when he had a top 5, top number 1 defense 3 years in a row with Dan Quinn, they still blame the defense. This is the type of shit that pisses me off, bro.
Talk about quarterbacks who had career days against us. JJ McCarthy, career day against us. Jared Goff had a career day against us. Bo Nix, career day against us. Caleb Williams, career day against us. But my offense was the reason why we didn't make the playoffs? No.
They're part of it, though. Yeah.
Any football team has to play a brand of complementary football that is conducive to winning. The defense did not hold up their end of the bargain. If we have a defense ranked inside the top 15, top 20, we're a playoff team this year.
That is true.
The defense was the problem this season.
Okay. So who was the problem in 2021, 2022, and 2023? Hell, even 2024. Well, Dak got hurt, but still, he started off 3-5. I'm not saying the defense of 2024 was as good as those previous 3 seasons, but it was enough. It was a fucking enough.
Perfectly fine with this same offense coming back next year, and if we have a way better defensive side of the ball, I think we're a playoff team.
What I'm telling you is, though, when they made the trades, was you not hyped about the defense then?
Yeah, because they played well in a couple of games.
Okay. So in a couple of games they played well, I remember he was saying he was all hyped about the defense. Okay. That's one part. The second part is when you kind of have the money on a certain part of the field, offense, defense, whatever, they got to deliver more. When Andy Reid and the offense was really smoking, rolling, when everybody's making that money, when Sammy Watkins was making solid number 2 money, when Pat was making that type of bread, Kelsey was making some good bread, and then Tyreek Hill was making solid money.
Yeah.
They had to put numbers. You know why? Because all the money was on the offensive side of the ball.
Shady.
That's all I'm saying.
We are number 1 in total offense.
You talking about
we
the
are
numbers
number
again.
5 in points
again.
per game.
Here go these damn numbers. That's all these Dak fanboy Slurpees put up is these goddamn inflated ass stats. That's all they do. When you talk about Dak Prescott, they want to throw up a bunch of bullshit, inflated ass, empty calorie ass stats. That's it. But when it's time for this dude to perform on the field, when the pressure is at its most, we see the results of that shit. This guy right here is one boy. He's an example, one of the biggest fucking Slurpees, one of the biggest fucking delusional Cowboy fans. But Dak Prescott I've ever seen, bro. Man, this shit is fucking what?
You talking about the numbers again?
How did my offense not? I'm sorry, it just doesn't make sense. We're giving up 40 in big games.
This one don't make sense.
So they should go out there and score 30, 40 every single time. That's not the NFL. That's not what's going to happen. You played on a high-powered offense. Y'all were going to go out there and kill everybody week after week. I needed a defense with a pulse sometimes.
This what I don't get, though. So, like, I hate these numbers, though, because these stats, because they be bullshit a lot of times.
Okay.
Right? Because I mean, like even guys like for example, Joe Burrow, great quarterback. Last year had crazy numbers, right?
Yeah.
And they kept saying, man, but if his defense was better, right? His defense is terrible. The numbers would say it was terrible, right?
Yep.
But when you go watch the games,
right,
and you watch them, a lot of the games they would lose. Joe Burrow wasn't delivering in clutch moments. Either a clutch fumble late in the game or a clutch pick he's giving late. Right? So that's why I only go by these numbers all the time. Because when you watch the Cowboys, there's games where the offense did not deliver. When
Facts. When you watch the games, you can see what the offense does. They leave everything up to the motherfucking kicker. Huh? They leave everything up to the damn kicker, man. And that's my point about the offense, and they keep steady blaming the defense. But when it's time for the offense to step up, nowhere to be found. Let me bring up this other clip. Yes. Boy, you gotta listen to this guy, boy. Oh, he's the perfect example of a king Slurpee. A king Dak fanboy Slurpee right here, bro. My goodness.
Ranked pass defense in the entire National Football League, the second worst scoring defense in the entire National Football League. They ranked, I think, 19th in run defense, and before that, they were outside of the top 25 before the addition of Logan Wilson and Quinnen Williams. All outright terrible season on the defensive side of the ball. They took you out of games time and time again. Obviously, you want some more consistency, just all around the board, better complementary football, if you will. But the defense was legit one of the worst in the entire National Football League. Correct. And Matt Eberflus can't keep his job after this year.
No.
He cannot. And for a multitude of reasons. You continuously put players that have shown they're bad on film on the field to go make plays. Kenneth Murray, I'm looking at you, bro. I'm sorry. It's a weekly thing at this point. The Cowboys defense is one of the worst I've ever seen.
See, this is my point. And this is all everybody's hollering about: the defense, the defense, the defense, the defense. The defense, the defense, the defense, the defense. They've been saying this shit since 2016. When is Dak Prescott going to get some accountability for this bullshit? All I hear about the defense since 2016, since this dude done got in the league, bro. And it's always the defense fault for his failures. Either some coaching, other players, goddamn the water boy. Always. Don't never look at this guy individual play and see how he's affecting the team. Hell, sometimes a part of the way the defense plays because the way he play. 3 and out, settle for field goals. Let's continue with the slurpiness.
It was. And before the Quentin Williams trade, I would say it's one of the worst I've ever seen in my lifetime, regardless of team.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's really saving them is the Cincinnati Bengals being generational ass. Like that's how bad they were this year. But Shady, what do you think?
Before I answer, you seem very passionate about this topic. What about after the Quentin Williams trade? What about, how'd you feel about that? Defense, still ass or
the run defense improved over the later half of the season, but pass defense, you're still the worst in the entire NFL. Which Quentin Williams, he can eat. He's crazy. Him and Kenny Clark are awesome tandem. You see him getting pressure every single week from the interior, but they can't do anything.
I'll say this though: the defense was not that good this year.
Terrible,
right? But the offense, where all the money's at, where all the superstars are at, highest paid quarterbacks there, top 3 highest paid wide receivers there. They don't always deliver. We watched the game today. They played the Chargers, good team. Chargers had 34 points, I think, something like that.
Yeah, Herbert went crazy.
Cowboys had 14 or 17 field goal.
Got shut out in the second half.
Did the offense get any blame for that at all?
Got shut out in the second half. They got shut out in the second half versus the damn Commanders. Goddamn. Versus the Vikings, they didn't score I'll say Dak didn't score any. He didn't throw any touchdowns in that game. It was the run offense that put up the touchdowns. But at the same time, Brandon Aubrey scored more points than a whole offense combined. The whole number 1 offense led by the MVP, 10-year vet. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, scored more points than that offense against the Vikings. Then against the Chargers, you don't score no touchdowns in the second half. They didn't get a rushing or receiving touchdown, throwing touchdown in the second half. My bad. That was yeah. Was that the second half? Yeah. Then they turn around again against goddamn the Commanders. Don't score no touchdowns in the second half. We can't attribute field goals as a part of the offense. Field goals are special teams. You got offense, defense, special teams. And Brandon Aubrey is part of the special teams, not the offense. So when all those field goals go up by Brandon Aubrey, you seeing 14 extra points. That's Brandon Aubrey. That ain't the offense. That ain't the number 1 offense led by the 10-year vet MVP. Top 5 elite.
I'll look at you, Fact Bear, first.
Fact bear.
Does the offense get any blame for that at all?
Remember what I called 15 minutes ago?
I remember. I wondered if
What was it?
You want to change the subject?
We can't expect what? You can't expect perfection, man.
Yeah,
you can't expect perfection.
perfection.
If my offense has a down game and they don't look amazing, they're going to lose the game.
I'm trying to be serious here, though. Let me be serious.
Let's be serious.
So today, does the offense get any blame for the way they played today?
Of course. In the second half, you needed to be able to put up some points.
There's a couple of games like that where the defense didn't play well and the offense did not play well either. There's a couple of games where George Pickens been great, playing phenomenal. And there's some games, some moments he don't show up.
Yep.
There's a couple games where CeeDee Lamb, great wide receiver, top 3 in my opinion, where he didn't show up, dropping balls and etc. There's a couple games that happen. And like the easy way out is to say, the take is worst defense of all time, blah, 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 Jerry Jones. That's the easy way out. But if you really look at it and you don't look at these numbers, because the numbers is like can tell you anything, and you watch the games, there's games where they did not deliver on offense.
Shady. Hold on.
Nah, that's all that's my point, y'all. And that's the thing. We look at these stats and these numbers for this guy. I don't believe no stats and numbers from Dak Prescott. Oh no. Every year they're always inflated. Empty calorie stats as goddamn who gave him that name? Shannon Sharp, empty calories. Because when you look at the games, the stats don't even look like his play on the field. They want to highlight this boy's stats all the time, and those stats don't mean shit. Not a goddamn thing. Yo, this JB the Cowboy fan. Hey, y'all can go look at those 2 clips from Speak Easy. Y'all want to look at the whole thing, man. But you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show, you know what I'm saying, how these Dak fanboy slurpees, bro, they blame everybody but him. When he's out there making it worse. Yo, this is JB the Cowboy fan. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Cowboys.
I'm glad. I will tell you this. If there's a human breathing that I've ever met that I'm proud that took advantage of me financially, I'm proud it's the one sitting to the right. And Dak,
I guess in his mad scientist way, more people get to look at our brand and get to look at us, which at the end of the day benefits all of us.